Hurricane Erin continues to work its way along the Carolina coastline. Big storm, about 600 miles across on this storm. Right now, winds about 105 miles an hour, so still a pretty powerful hurricane. So certainly a good thing that this is staying offshore for the most part. There are some of the effects along the coastline. Winds continue to pick up along the coastline, starting to see some of these gusts close to tropical storm force. But also remember, you've got that wind pushing that water. So you've got that surge, you've got the wave action, you've got all that water starting to pile up along the coastline, causing some of the coastal flooding, some of the erosion. And then you have some of these bands right along the coast just starting to work their way on shore. And when you get into some of those, that's where you're going to see some of the strongest winds. And we'll likely see more of that along the coastline up across the Carolinas as we go through the rest of today. By tomorrow, it is working its way to the north. But look at these wave heights. You have this buoy offshore. Currently 45-foot seas at that location. Just shows you a lot of energy in this storm. Currently those winds 105 miles an hour, moving to the north-northeast at 17 miles an hour. Forecast track really has not moved over the past several days. Computer models really handling this very, very well. Right around 105 mile an hour winds as we go through the rest of today, starting that weakening trend as it just continues to parallel the northeast coast and then eventually working its way into the North Atlantic. By the weekend, we can finally say goodbye to Hurricane Erin. Wider view showing what else is going on out there. Remember, this is the time of the year as you go through August, heading towards the peak of the season. September 10th is the peak of the season. You expect to see a lot more activity. So that's what we've got going on. We've got this tropical wave working its way through the central Atlantic. Likely we'll see that develop into a depression over the next couple of days. Good news about that, it'll be turning more towards the north, so it's basically staying away from the U.S. Then we also have Invest 99 well out into the Atlantic. Now that's moving through an area. Conditions are just marginal for development, so it's just kind of a wait and see to see if that does develop over the next several days. But nothing out there at this point that we have to be concerned about, which is always a good thing heading through the second half of August. Now, back closer to home, watching a lot more of these little showers developing, so we're starting to bring that moisture back. Yesterday, we had a lot of that dry air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. We get what we call subsidence on the outer periphery of a hurricane, a powerful hurricane. You get that sinking air and really cuts back on the rain. That's exactly what we had yesterday. Now that the storm's moving away, moisture is working its way back in. So Manatee County, in and around Bradenton, we had a shower working its way through Anna Maria. Another one pushing close to that location right now, up down towards Anna Maria, and also to our north, up into Citrus County. You have some of these showers, and you notice what's happening. It's all these little coastal showers, and they will continue to work their way on towards the east. By later on this afternoon, most of the bigger storms, they're going to be over on the eastern side of the state. 83 degrees right now here in Tampa. Clearwater, you're at 79. Newport Richey, 78 degrees. Lakeland, 79. Winter Haven currently sitting at 80 degrees. Low to mid 80s as you head down through South Florida, all the way through the Keys, with Key West currently sitting at 85 degrees. Then mid 70s up in the Tallahassee, currently sitting at 75 degrees. So there's those little showers developing. We've got Hurricane Erin to our north and east, pulling away from us. So you can really see how all these little showers basically just pushing along and being pulled by that hurricane. So it just shows you what kind of influence even a storm moving away from us can have over our weather. There's that much drier air that was over us yesterday that continues across South Florida, pushing on towards the east, but now we're starting to bring some of this moisture back in, and that's what's going to start to really lead to much higher rain chances as we head through the next couple of days. So you watch the Fox model as we go through the afternoon. You get a few of these scattered showers. Here we are, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, heading through the late afternoon into the evening. More of those storms mainly over on the eastern side of the state, but you're already seeing more of these showers developing over the Gulf. So as we go through the overnight hours into tomorrow, we're going to see more of these showers right along the immediate coastline. First thing in the morning, some of these could happen even before sunrise And then those will continue to work their way across the state. So we're really bumping that rain chance up as we head into Friday, heading into Saturday through the weekend, all with that wind coming from the west. So we'll see those showers early on and then everything working its way over onto the eastern side of the state as we head through the weekend. So our forecast goes like this for today: partly cloudy, widely scattered storms, daytime high at 93 degrees. Then for tonight, any of those storms winding down, although we still could see a few coastal showers through the overnight hours. Low temperature only down about 81 degrees. Then for tomorrow, coastal storms moving inland, daytime high 92 degrees. Now on the water today, winds are out of the northwest at 5 to 10 knots, seas 1 foot or less. Light chop on the bays and inland waters. High tide comes up at 12:57 this afternoon. Here's that 7-day forecast. 30% chance of the storms around for today, back up to a 50% chance by Friday and heading into the weekend.